Good evening and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Precious Salino and this is Credible Mindset TV. Today we're just going to be talking about something that would help us in our prayer life, what I would call mindset nugget about prayers. You know how we believe that every prayer we make, we expect God to answer it, and we believe that as long as we pray that God will answer. Remember, he said that we should avoid vain repetitions, and also that we should make our vision plain. Like, God likes clarity. And talking about that, I just wanted to talk about some of the prayers that we make, and while we're waiting on God, meanwhile he's waiting on us to just really clarify what it is that we're trying to ask or what we want from him. Number one prayer nugget. You know how we always ask for increase, right? Like, God, increase me, increase me, increase me. God, I speak increase. I receive increase. As I go out today, I receive increase. Increase in what? What exactly are you looking for? First of all, increase in what? You want to really specify what you want to increase in. If you weigh 150 pounds and you all of a sudden weigh 160, that's an increase. Are you looking for increase in weight? So just be specific. What are you really asking God? It's not how many times you repeat it that matters. It is what you're asking for. God has a lot of children to listen to. So, the plainer or the sooner you make yours plain and straight to the point, the more he can attend to you and face other people. So the next thing also one of those mistakes that we also make in prayers is we would say, God, I want more money. Like, really, extra $10 is more money. So exactly what are you asking for? Are you looking for more money for a specific business? Are you looking for more money to pay off a debt? Are you looking for more money to start a business? Are you looking for more money to pay tuition? Tell him exactly the amount of money you're looking for. You owe $5,868. Yeah. God, I praise you. I pray for $6,000 so that I can cover my debt and have extra because you're the God of overflow. Just be specific. I just want to be able to pay off that bill. I want, that hospital is disturbing me with what I owe them. God, please give me that $8,998, like specific in area of increase. Or I want to save more money in 2026. God, I pray that I'm able to save $45,000, $180,000, $200,000, $5,000, $1,000 specific. What increase are you looking for? I'm looking for increase in the depth of my knowledge in your word. I'm looking for increase in understanding and in knowledge. When I read, I want to understand what exactly are you asking God for? The next thing that we always repeat all the time is, Father, Lord, give me open doors. As I live today, Lord, as I go out today, Lord, I want open doors. I want open doors. I want open doors. Do you really want to walk through every open door? Right? And we act and pray as if when God closes a door that it's a bad thing. So that's really one thing that we have to switch our mindset about. There are days you want to close some doors. There are some doors you don't want to walk through. And God in his infinite mercies have ways of stopping some of those doors. Like, he doesn't want us to walk through it and he closes it. And then you see it as God not answering your prayer. So as children of God, as Christians, we have to start rethinking how we are praying so that our prayer can be productive, so that our prayer can have results, so that our prayer can be clear before God, so he knows exactly what we're asking for. He says, don't pray amiss. Don't have vain repetitions. Make it as clear as you want your answer to be. That way, when you are answered, when you receive the answer, you would know that you received that answer. If you're praying, like example I gave about money, more money, you just said more money. If you get extra $900, Maybe you will not notice it because you were not specific about how much you're looking for. People that pray with clarity about asking for specific amounts of money, when they get it, they know because they ask for it. When they see that alert, when they see that check, when they see that money, they recognize it because they know what they prayed for and they can see it when it comes. So I hope that you start praying with clarity. I hope that you would switch your understanding about how we ask God. Just because you prayed does not mean that prayer will be answered. You need to think about what you're saying in your prayers and how you're saying your prayers, because clarity matters even to God. You know, talking about open doors, God is so merciful. I remember there was a time I interviewed for a job that was actually a step down from the role I was in. And when I interviewed for that job, in my mind, I was qualified. I was supposed to get it, but I didn't get it. It was given to somebody else whom I felt like I was more qualified than the individual. I prayed a lot for that. I never prayed for God to close. So throughout, that time that I wanted to switch the job, I never prayed for God to close any door He didn't want me to walk through. I was just really praying for God to open doors of employment. I didn't pray for God to close some that He didn't want me to walk through. But He did that for me. And it took His mercies for me not to walk through that door. Imagine if He didn't really close that door and I walked through it, because eventually I got one that was better, like just much more better. And I started thanking God for not allowing me to get the previous one. When you pray, remember to ask God to close the doors that He doesn't want you to walk through. There are some doors that are traps. There are some doors that the enemy would open. There are some doors that might also look good. They might have a lot of great things and attractions in them. However, it could also mean like a very bitter end in the end. So you have to also remember, while you're praying for open doors, to pray that God will close and shut every door He doesn't want you to walk through. As Christians, I don't think we pray for closed doors as much as we pray for open doors. And certain open doors are more dangerous than the benefit of the open doors we're asking for. And then we get in trouble because we passed through doors we're not supposed to pass through. So, rewire your mind in how you say your prayers, and I hope this helps.